Hello everybody, we have the best setup today. Hi. Yes, to try and actually do the Nosferatu quests, but the thing with Nosferatu quests is that we need to be able to access my Haven's computer. And when memory leaks, hello Hexman, in this game, the first thing that will go will be your Haven. And it will corrupt itself. So now, I'm loading in, right outside of it, and I shut the game off, made sure that even in the pre-stream it was running for like 0 minutes long, just so that we have the best shot at going there and accessing our email. Yeah, but we need the game to cooperate. And right now it doesn't even want to load because it's a mini. There we go. It did load. At least it's trying to. Come on. You can do it. Yep. This was from a regular hard save. We are not attempting to explode. I'm just gonna check my memory footprint. It's not too bad right now. I'm more concerned with Google Chrome that's currently eating 3 gigabytes of memory? Approx? Ah! Okay. Friggin' Windows tabby thing, go away. But I don't live there. I think I live a floor. I forgot where I live. This might be bad. Might have really fucked up the elevator. If this was a real elevator, it would at least stop somewhere. Okay, this is 6. I definitely don't live here, but I forgot where I live. I think I live at 5. No, I don't live here. I think I live at 4. Wait, do I live here? No, I definitely don't live here. Apparently my memory's not what it used to be. It's fine. I get confused by buttons sometimes. That's definitely a 4. Imagine a vampire actually doing that. Okay, we can enter through the door, so that's a good starting point. Yep, we seem alright. We seem alright, and we have 14 emails. That's our friend just sending us the most cryptic shit possible.
Those damn Virginians.
Okay. So like I figured this out, right? Okay. So if we want
Thank you again for all you did for me. So Vivi is giving us a poster. What do you want? If you can find me a copy of Tap Hotel. So that's for Gary. Megahertz Computing is at the end of 2nd Street in Santa Monica, next to the asylum. The only entrance is through the back door. So you'll have to find an alley and get back there. I'm leaving you a key for the door in your mailbox, okay? Mitnick here. I've got information hub on your first of the network hubs. The terminal is in Santa Monica. It's an old place called Megahertz Computing. So we want to power up the terminal, find the network security folder, and run ShrekNet. The pass on the folder is Gilbates. Don't ask. Okay, I won't ask. Bill Gates fanboy. You guys continue chilling. You guys seem to be enjoying yourselves. I'll be back at light speed, hopefully, in hopes that we can get no corruptions in twice. I just want to access my email. Everything else is fine, to be fair. Like, it doesn't matter if your haven is made out of desk chairs. You can still access the people in there. It's just the computer that stops being functional altogether. Okay, need to find the fastest taxi alive. So, a regular taxi driver will have to do. Oh yeah. Did I buy new clothes? Yes! I purchased them and forgot to stare at them last time, I suppose. I'm really not a fan of pants. And that jacket just makes my shoulders look like they're an odd proportion. But hey, we're a vampire, we can't expect for things to always go right. Yes. To Santa Monica and back as fast. Oh shit. I forgot to check my mailbox. I don't suppose. That's a whole 5 minutes back, though. God damn it. Taxi driver, be a doll, just take me back. I forgot. I forgot to check my mailbox. I'll just... What normally happens is I arrive all the way to the location. And this is extra bad with place the cameras ones. Because I will arrive there, go all the way to where I'm supposed to place the camera and just not have the camera to place. And then go, and go all the way back home. Thankfully, like, quest important items for, like, main quests, they just give you in your inventory. Because if the prince was all like, I'll mail you some astrolite, I would have ran through the whole of Santa Monica only to, like, completely forget the astrolite. And then I would just be like, yeah, I'm in place, but I forgot the explosives, so don't mind me going back home. And coming all the way back. I have a cat in the corridor that's super unhappy, but if I let it into my husband's room, he's currently asleep and the cat would still be super unhappy. And if I let him in here, he would just be loud. And still super unhappy. Sometimes he just wants to yell, normally at around this time. Okay, we definitely have the keys now. We sort of know where we're going, it's here. Which is honestly a very bizarre place for a place. Now, I don't actually understand the point of this mission in particular, because it literally goes nowhere. I suppose it could be like, hey, look, they're teaching you how to do shit. But there's no guard or anything, so you can just go places, it's fine. There we go. Jump crouch. As you do. No, I already came from here. I'm looking for the box that powers up the building. Oh, there we go. There's the light switch. I'm doing this because it makes Mitnick smile. Oh, shut up, bot. Here I'm doing hacking in a video game, and then there's a bot just going buy from me, but yeah, fuck off. Look. How do you spell ShrekNet? Am I good enough to just... Oh, it's Gilbates. What's wrong with me? That's where it goes. Oh, thank you for not setting that as a password, Mitnick. I would have really been unable to spell that. Nice going, kid. I'll email you with instructions for the next hub. Okay, to find a computer. My own computer, quite specifically. If you could just send instructions to, like, where I am currently, that would be so awesome, because then I wouldn't need to go all the way to downtown. By the way, normally the friggin' Santa Monica Haven actually stays, but if you're playing the mod, then the mod kind of removes it. So the only thing that you can do is go all the way back to downtown to check your email, and I hate it. I hate it. Santa Monica Haven never breaks, so all you need to do is to be like a super dick to the prince and just never get the upgraded housing places. And I am just so surprised that we're doing so well, considering that Opera is eating 3 gigs of memory, because I've been doing a lot of book writing, and that includes using Google Scholar, and for every single thing that I'm researching, I'm opening like at least 40 PDFs. And those things just eat memory like crazy. It really makes me feel for all of those adverts that you used to have for like really old operating systems. They're all like, it can have 8 things at once. You can have your clock, you can have your calculator, and you can have your word processing dock. And in here I'm like, video games, toast to run. Pfft. Now, if I could just have enough memory to run Google Chrome while doing research. You're still available. Come on, email. We're on a speed run for not screwing up our email here. The next terminal is in the basement of the Nocturne Theater in downtown. Recon to follow. No one can know you were there. Stay out of sight, and no killing needed you to set up a wireless cam. I'll send you instructions on how to activate it. Once it's in place and activated, log into net security folder, password break a leg, and run ShrekNet. Here's to me remembering break a leg and not just trying to type ShrekNet as a password. The Nocturne Theater is downtown, just across from the Empire Arms Hotel. I couldn't get a key to the front door, so you'll have to enter through the sewer. Sorry, that's the best I could do. I put the cam down in your mailbox and put the lime in the coconut and shook it all about. I really miss Alan Wake now. I had an operative scope out the joint beforehand, and I marked the best place for the camera with a red X. find it, it's probably somewhere high. Mount the camera. Once you put it into place, log in into the terminal. And downstairs, find the camera folder and activate netcam. You won't be able to activate the hub until the camera is in place. Well, nice for them to put in all of those requirements in, because knowing my beautiful brain, I would just be like, why is this not working? Like I was doing with Amalia's stuff after forgetting a whole ass camera. Speaking of Amalia's stuff, I should actually report that as complete at some point. Well, you see, my operative scouted the place, but I didn't trust them with a webcam. These things are cost full $30, you know, and the operative would have just stolen it. Right, sewer grate. I remember one being somewhere around here. I'm surprised that it's not there. Sewer grate! You look. Whoa! What?
Stop, please!
What?
Quiet, bitch.
Help! 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 Anyone!
Oh, boobs! I'm sorry, but
You run your mouth a lot. I got a way to keep her from talking. She can keep screaming, though. I like it when they scream. Me too.
she's naked. Why is she naked? Why is she naked? I was just looking for a sewer grate. I'm trying not to clip the prostitute. Thank you. You okay? I would talk to her if I could. You okay? We good? Did you see any free floating sewers around here?
Fuck, this shithole of a city is falling apart. City of Angels, my ass. I'm glad you wasted those bastards. They deserved it.
My pleasure. Trust me.
Listen, I'm really grateful. I don't really have any money or anything, but how about a freebie? Anytime you want it, okay? I mean, if you're into that sort
I
of thing.
thought you were leaving the town, but sure. I was gonna bite the guy at the end of the alleyway, but I think he went home anyway. Well, thank you, lady. You are very tasty. May I offer you a bra? If not, then I really shouldn't look because I think YouTube will be upset. Has anyone seen any sewers at all? I was just looking for... Why is it so hard to find the sewer? I know that LaCroix has his own personal sewer, but I don't... Oh. How can I not see... Never mind. We have the sewer, we saved the hooker, it's all good. That quest was very well made in the fact that she kinda honestly sounded like she belonged in the game. Too often, like, you see mods for Bloodlines, and they sound nothing like the game normally does. I'm right in front of the theater. It's right here. This was very convenient. We will throw in a save. I do have invisibility, but there's normally no need for it here. Like, my dude went out here and scouted this building. went right all the way over there and just didn't want to put down the camera. It's kind of funny being back here, though. No, this is where I was nearly killed. Aw, the memories. When my sire was still alive for that whole 5 minutes of my life after, you know, after I'd been unstaked. Honestly, LaCroix's speech was probably shorter than 5 minutes, so like, whole 2, I suppose. Excuse me, just gonna hurt my ass real good. I remember there being 2 of them for some reason. Camera. Netcam. Camera enabled. Net security. Break a leg. I have never played through that one. You're a regular James Bond. Check your email soon. I'll be in touch. I did fight Strauss in this chantry, though. I have read about it, that you, like, hallucinate the whole thing. I will remember that if I ever return to Clan Quest. Wait, that's like the end of the corridor. That's not good. We do have enough time to just tail him. It's fine. Oh, God. No, that's a fake door. Oh, well, that scared me. I do have Obfuscate, but I don't want to use it. I do have Obfuscate, and I am too afraid to use it. Costs a blood point, goddammit. And I can't eat any of you. That's not very nice. Don't mind me. Just climbing the... They are so blind. Like, I suppose deaf is more accurate, because you would hear me climb up that ladder, and the other policeman would definitely have seen me climb up that ladder. I'm gonna be like nice and pretend that I care and wait for them to, yep. Go all the way back. There we go. Convenient escape. And then the nearest sewer grate to the surface, because unless I'm a Nosferatu, I don't enjoy hanging out here. If you learn, like, the layouts, these things are, like, pretty okay. But I have trouble with, like, a one-way street sometimes, so I just never remember how to exactly use the sewers. I always go the wrong way. Any more hookers getting assaulted anywhere? Anyone else I can just save? While also nearly killing them? I like how there was a guy that just kind of stared at that woman getting beaten up, and also at me just stabbing everyone to death, and then he walked off like, yep, this is normal. First I thought that he was put there as a lookout, but nah, like literally the dude did not care. Two out of 4, we still have access to our computer, excellent.
I'm your lovely hostess. Fantasize about me.
Not a lot of time right now, gotta make this quick. Metalhead Industries, Hollywood, warehouse operation. Keys in your mailbox. Get up the hub. The terminal is in operations back of the warehouse. Top of some stairs. Probably locked electronically. Work the problem. They're gonna have tight security, but you're gonna keep it dark. They can't know you were there. Same drill. See ya. I should have good enough hacking, I think, in order to just break in there and be okay. Aww, my gargoyle. I don't ever like talking with you because whenever I do, you ask for me blood. How to manage your ghouls. Never talk to them. It's easier that way, trust me. I nearly just left without the key again. Good job, me. Would have been pretty bad. You know what I hate? About Helter Skelter. About snacks. It's the tea run out. I'm currently eating some cranberries. I was involved in a very shitty situation on Saturday. Where the council for the place that we haven't lived in for the past 2 years was trying to tell us that we need to pay council tax for them for those 2 years and that we're super in debt. And that arrived on a Saturday. And it really ruined the mood. Like, really, really ruined the mood, because that was quite a big sum of money and none of us had it, and it really felt like they were ripping us off, because they were. Like, it literally felt like a robbery. But because the mail came on Saturday, there was no way to even call the council and rectify the situation. So my husband went out and bought a lot of snacks. Because I think he was trying to appease me with snacks, like, feel better, have a cranberry. Anyway, we did fix it. We may need to testify against our landlord. I honestly really don't like this place, so just let me... I'm actually gonna be using Obfuscate. What I was trying to say is that because of that situation, I do have a lot of snack. But unfortunately, the snack will run out eventually. Door unlocked, rock on. Just gonna throw in a short save in here. If there's anything that I hate the most, it would be legal surprises. Especially in bills. It tends to really send me off. And when I mean send me off, I do mean send me off, so... But snacks are good. When wife's sad, appease wife with snack. Don't think I'm missing anything from here. I honestly don't know how to break into this place without using obfuscate. Because that guard is pretty much all-seeing. So normally when you try to enter here, she will see you. I'm impressed. Now get out quietly. I'll send you an email soon. Safe? No. Wait. I might spend all of the skill points that I shouldn't be spending. I don't know what I'm saving them for, but still. Okay, chat, go away somewhere. Not like in general, but just chat window so that I can see what I'm doing. Well, I mean, the issue with being this character. Ooh, turbo lever. Thank you. Is that for some reason? Beatong? What? I swear I heard that name before. But yeah, the issue with being a snake lady, because I forget what the snake lady is called. Don't worry, my memory is very good and everything's completely fine. Is that... In this mod they decided that the penalty for being a snake lady should be that you should be extra bit visible. What did I say? Honestly, probably in there. Yeah, in here. Also, I don't know why, but this place, the worst laggy, the laggiest of all places ever. It's like your computer just actively tries to, well, at least my computer always actively tries to commit seppuku, but only here. The moment we'll leave Metalhead Industries, we'll be completely fine again. And it always scares me to just walk out in front of this guy. I should actually do the whole talisman thing at some point. I'm just trying to remember, where did I hear that name? I'm pretty sure. Chinatown. Oh yeah, she just hides in Metalhead Industries and crashes everybody's games the moment they get near. Like, the whole reality starts to peel away as your eyes lose frame rate. Oh, hello, Ratsy. I mean, you're not a whole person, but... good enough. I'm just looking for somebody to eat right now. You know, La Sombra in this mod has the lamest possible drawback. Because it's just that there's more hunters in open areas. And I would like go over here and there would be hunters and I would be like, oh, that's because I'm a La Sombra and then I'm just replaying this game as a Setite. Well, hello, memory. Now we remember. And they were still here, so I was like, wait, what was the La Sombra's drawback? Because I'm pretty sure it was practically nothing.
Where to?
Well, you know, Kane is driving a taxi, and reality is completely fine around him, like he's just a guy. And then, if you just get into Metalhead Industries, and all of the reality starts to peel away. Not. The issue with having a bag of nuts is that for some reason I'm used to nut and raisin mixes. And there's no raisins. So then I'm just like, and now for the sweet raisin, and oh, I have none. No raisin for me. Come on, 3 out of 4? Can we still access our email? Or is 3 out of 4 as far as we're gonna go? I mean, that's fine. Both of them are 10 out of 10. Probably. On everything. Hey! Email still something that we can access.
I'm your lovely hostess.
Ah! Come on, fingers. Okay, this is the big one. Goijin front to Chinatown, call Kamizaki Zen. Yeah, I know it. Japanese. Don't ask. They got heavy-duty security system. Records coming. Once you're in, find the server room and activate the hub. One more thing. They have a vault where they keep software, etc. You gotta break into it and take the cash. Put them off, descent. This one can be messy. It is your ass.
Those damn Virginians.
The key is in the front door? Okay. I think they just gave me the green light to murder everyone. I like murder. I mean, there's no need, but... murder. Meh. On the other hand, murder. Ah, there we go. Now I remember what B-tongue stood for. Birthrim tongue. Now I'm trying to remember who he is.
Need a ride?
Yes, back to Chinatown, please. I should really stop snacking. I like snacks though. I do have a banana too. Just out of interest, is it this guy? It might be. Because while we're here, we may as well.
I'm sorry. Dinner service stopped a little while ago, but our lounge is still open.
I'm here to see Wonko. Okay, Wonko is not Bertrand Tongue.
Second floor, have a good night.
Goodbye.
Hello? Hey, baby. No, I'm still
The person who we have to see,
home right away. Yeah, I do like that.
who we have to save is Barnabas, so that's not it.
Oh,
God damn it, all the bees.
They took her.
You like zucchini.
Who did they take?
Kiki, my daughter. They grabbed her. They called and said, Wong Ho has meddled with Tong for the last time.
This might not be the best time, but Ming Jia sent me to talk to you.
Ming Zhao? Oh, of course. Please forgive me, but as you can see, I am in a most terrible situation. I am Wang Ho, owner of the Red Dragon. Again, I apologize for my inconsiderate behavior.
That's okay, but I am definitely Googling Bertram Tongue right now. It's gonna drive me insane. I see the guy in Santa Monica? Yeah, he's the guy. God damn it. He's in the... That's why. He's the other God. Okay, what's going on here, Wang Ho?
The Tong, a local street gang here in Chinatown, just broke into my restaurant and kidnapped.
It's his last name.
The Tong grow more bold every day, and now they have my Kiki.
Do you have any enemies?
I am a man of some prominence here in Chinatown. I have many allies, but there are also many who would like to see my demise. The Tong have chosen the coward's path, using my daughter as leverage against me.
Leverage for what?
I do not know. I will undoubtedly hear from the Tong very shortly. They will have demands, and then perhaps we will know more.
Do you know where they took your daughter?
No. The Tong have many... wait. Please excuse me a moment. Hello. Zhao. Huh? Yes. How did you... Of course. I see. Thank you, my friend. Your debt has been repaid 1,000 times over. Yes. Of course. Goodbye.
That didn't sound like Tong.
That was someone who owed me an old debt. It has been repaid. I know where the Tong are keeping my daughter.
Well, okay, tell me then.
Kiki is being held at the Lotus Blossom, a massage parlor here in Chinatown. If you bring her back to me, I will help you in any way that I can.
Well, fine. I'm not gonna talk back because it's absolutely pointless.
Strike fast. The Tong will not be expecting anyone so soon. Good luck, my friend.
Well, see ya. Okay, that office chair is still where it belongs. It kind of scared me for a second. I wish that I could tell these people that the amount of place that I can navigate in Chinatown is like 2 streets. So I guarantee you that if something happens around me, like somebody will get kidnapped, we'll be in the very short proximity.
Sorry, Lu Fang no speak English when he drunk.
Maybe another time. I was expecting to see a fishman, but I suppose I need to go to Mingxiao for that first. Henge yokai. henchman doesn't hang out in the office until he's told that it's okay. Okay, that's Lotus Blossom. That's the last hub. Well, they did say that killing's okay. That's a lot calmer when everybody dies. Guelo? Oh, virus detected. Shutting down system. Cool. Those 10 minutes are far more than enough. That is a very weird place to place fountains. You guys just... You were really just guarding the wrong property. I'm sorry, you should have been like Chuck. Chuck really lucked out with his place of employments because whenever shit would go down, he would always not be home. Okay, that's just a computer with no commands. That's kind of boring, honestly. Yo, I lost the damned access code to get back into the server room. Can you send it to me again? Oh, and I'm going to kill you tonight. In Slaughter Grudge. That's so much bullshit, like ever camped the Uber cannon. Talk to your boy Numbnuts about that. After I resticulate his ass. Oh, that wasn't very useful. He didn't send you the code. Even when timers are ample, I still hate them. Code is 4567. Jesus. That is not very secure, guys. I mean, better than 1234, but still. Reasonable people that log off annoy me. Oh, how I have suffered. The insensitive and illiterate buffoons that surround me are a constant reminder of the sad state of this country. Have solutions as extreme as they may seem now, historically, they'll remember me as a visionary. Such is my fate. I don't know who this guy is, but whenever people start typing anything that's called a manifesto on their work computers, that's not a good sign. At least do it in your personal time, people. Vault. Nipple hicks. Ugh. Shrekanet. You best do your job and get the fuck out of there, newbie. TikTok, need help? If so, find the office of a guy named Rob Nestler. I'm logged in there and we'll see what I can do for you. Otherwise, you're on your own. Thanks, kid, and take care of yourself out there. No problem, Mitnick. Glad to help. Both computers are set to the same thing. Hey, at least Mitnick paid me with somebody else's money that I just stole. So you know, that's nice. Rescue me, Daddy. You made it! Sweating a little bit in there? Relax. I'll open the vent door behind you. Thanks, kid. Take care of yourself. Honestly, I had like 5 minutes left. I could have just used the front door. And now if we just go outside and through the street, we will be at Lotus. Ah! Chinatown. The missions that I probably enjoyed the least. But by this point, you're like close to the end game. Especially the friggin' Mandarin dude that's like, I should do some tests on you. And the first time it might be exciting, but after a while you just realize that there's quite a lot of waiting and there's absolutely nothing that you can do. Roar, I have a sword. The fun place about this is that this is just a slaughter of guys. Who's even shooting me and from where? Excuse me, which one of you is still living? Oh! Well, somebody unlocked that door for me. Thank you. I have a locker to visit.
Hey! What the hell you think you're doing? That's my locker, hooker!
Obviously, there's been a misunderstanding. Thought it was mine. Apologies.
No misunderstanding. I saw you. What the hell did you put in my locker? You know who I am, huh? You wanna die, hooker?
It was a simple mistake. I did apologize, alright?
To teach you a lesson about respecting people's property. Oh yeah, hooker, you in for it now.
I think you need to chill pill. Better yet, drink some of this. I don't really want to keep that guy. But it's nice to know that I have a Chinese fat man blood slave somewhere out there. Just in case, you know, I've ever wanted a Chinese fat guy slave. Hi! You can use some blood points while I'm still here. Thank you. Dudes, if you're gonna shoot people, don't do this. Don't just like pile onto the friggin' staircase together with everybody else. Not very effective, you just end up shooting your buddies in the face.
Bitch! I can't breathe in here!
You definitely can breathe.
What? Yeah, who are you? You're not with the tongue.
No, I'm not with the tongue.
Didn't I just say that? You may not be with the tongue, but you seem to be as smart as they are.
Are you Kiki?
Yeah, I'm Kiki. Who the hell are you? The Tong Welcoming Committee?
Are you stupid? Because you just said I'm not with the tongue. I just said I'm not with the tongue. Your dad sent me.
Oh, I'm so impressed. What? Like you want me to thank you or something? In your dreams, bitch.
Let's just get out of here.
Original idea. Man, Dad must really be hurting for good help. Lead the way, hero.
Oh! Oh! I did not expect a random Askoi Jin Ninja. No! I did not expect a random Askoi Jin Ninja that can actually kill me as well. Bye. Hi. First rule in combat, utilize angles. He exploded. Now I get to beat you up some more. Okay, I feel better. You can go home now. Unfortunately, you're immortal. Because otherwise I could just go to your daddy and be like, oh, I found her dead. Such a shame. Wonder how will that happen? I mean, can't just tell her that you're gonna leave her there, but then she's all like... She apologizes for like maybe 1 second, and then it just goes back the way that it was. I think that's the eye salesman.
You are always welcome here.
About the talisman.
Did the seed take root?
Yeah, it's planted.
I suppose this is what we agreed to. Perhaps bad luck will flower in time. Please, take this payment.
Anything else?
You are a model employee. Perhaps you can work for me again someday. Until then, keep up the excellent job. And if you ever meet someone on the six paths with a soul to sell, please recommend my shop.
Will do. Goodbye. That guy's always so incredibly creepy. It's even worse that he's magical. Aw, he's gone. Normally he would just disappear without the explosion. I suppose this game added an explosion, but I was like, is the bro gonna fight me? But nah. He's just gonna go away. It would be really funny if he's just a really creepy normal guy that learned some weird tricks on the way. I keep on wanting to use the side doors. The big door feels too uncomfortable for me. I look at it and go, nah, that door's too huge. I don't use doors that big. That just looks like it leads somewhere important. What would I ever do in a place that's important? I need to check my quest log. Okay, so that self finishes. Good.
Welcome back, kindred. Do you seek guidance?
I seek Fishman.
What can I help you with?
Do you know Fishman?
Ah, yes, the Hengeyokai. Zigena, I believe his name was. I had nearly forgotten him.
Then you do know him?
He announced his presence in our domain, and I granted him permission to operate. He does not act on my behalf, however, I can assure you.
Where can I find him?
I believe he said he operates an importing business and entertains clients at the Red Dragon.
Well, thanks, bye. I have a fish to beat. You can beat the girl instead, but then the fish isn't very nice to you. So what's the point in beating the girl instead?
Oh, look who it is! A badass of Chinatown! You want fortune red, Miss Superhero? Yes! Big dollar for easy job. All you have to do is make one person disappear, but not like magic show. You understand?
I understand.
Why don't you say it a little louder so people on next block can hear? Yeah, that's what I mean.
No, actually, I'm not a killer. Find somebody else.
Fine. I find someone else who need a lot of cash.
Why don't you tell me the details? I could use the cash.
You may not believe it, and I don't care, but I used to be #1 hitman for Chinese mafia.
And now you do fortune telling. Yes.
Travel agent for Underworld, because I send so many people there. Before I retire, I carry out biggest mission of Korea. Kill visiting Chinese government official. Too big mission for one man, so I have friend Lu Feng assist me. We kill man, but have to hide reward so no one trace it to us. Lu Feng and I both have key for cash box, so both of us have to open it together many years after hit. But Lord Snake, he kill me once I open box. He say I kill him. Big liar. So we not speak anymore. But I need money. I want his key.
You want me to kill Liu Fang and take his key?
That's right. I give you 10% of money you kill Lu. I sure Lu have key on him. Bring me key, I give you money. Everybody happy, except Lu. Ha ha ha.
Okay, I'm gonna go and kill an old man.
I wait here for you.
Where can I find him?
Lu a big boo sponge. He spent all his time and money trying to perfect art of being drunk off his ass at Red Dragon Lounge. You probably smell him before you see him, like weasel he is.
Well, one key coming up. Can you imagine actually, like, living so long, just, like, getting drunk for 10 years or longer, and being so incredibly old, like you're some sort of fossil? Yeah, I know, you can make them come together and be friends again. I know that you're taking a leak, but I'd really like to have a... Okay, you're not gonna talk with me. That's a watch.
Let me tell you something. You come closer so I can hear. Let me tell you something. Kids don't know nothing.
You got that right, old timer.
Yeah. See, you see? They climb, they not organized. Messy, No one can do it no more. Just shoot, bang, bang, whoever. Cop no good, all a mess. Not organized.
So, you know how it should be done?
Lu Fang, no. I Lu Fang. Lu Fang, you know.
How would you know?
Wait, come closer. No say too loud. Was hitman. I kill good. Lu Fang kill a lot of men.
Did you work for the Tong?
No Tong. Back then was a Tong. Not like now. Now just kids. Baggy pants, play video games, punk snot-nosed gangster want to be gangster called Tong. Stupid kings of Molo, watch Scarhead too much.
He's just starting to sound like a stereotypical old Asian parent. You're not a hitman anymore.
Retired. Happy retirement, Lu Fang. No more work, no more money, No tell bartender.
How do you pay for your
Got
necessities?
some money, but need more. Got some hidden. Can I get?
Hidden?
Lock away. Need 2 key to get. Lu Fang only have 1 key.
Where's the other key?
Lu Fang used to have a friendly. Lu Fang have friend, Ji Wenjia. Ji Wenjia, Lu Fang friend. Both kill people for money for people. For Tong, good Tong then, not bad Tong now.
I see.
Time, man need killed. Man very hard to kill. Take both Lu Fang and Ji Wenjia to kill man. Pay lot of money to kill man. Money going safe. Lock with 2 key. 1 key Lu Fang. 1 key Ji Wenjia.
So what happened then?
Things get, how you say, weird. Yeah, Lu Fang no think he trust Ji Wenjia. Ji Wenjia act funny, strange. Lu Fang think Ji Wenjia want to kill him. Ji Wenjia get shifty eye. You know, Lu Fang notice. Lu Fang read people very well. Ji Wenjia, he up to no good.
You know, this isn't the story Jivanjat tells.
Huh? Okay. Don't listen to more of Ji Wenjia lie. Word like poison to brain.
He offered me 10% to get your key from you.
Oh, so, Ji Wenjia want to kill Lu Fang, huh? Big surprise. Lazy conman Ji Wenjia. You take his word? He fake. He faker, big faker. He lie, he no pay you. Get his key for Lu Fang. Lu Fang pay you 20%, you see? Lu Fang, your friend. 20%.
Oh, okay, you got a deal.
Go to Ji Wenjia in marketplace. Kiki with extreme prejudice. I give you 20% and make this secret. Good hitman never.
Extreme prejudice?
Okay.
That's what you call murder these times.
500 up front, another 500 after the deal. No questions asked or I walk.
That's a bit much to ask for some info, don't you think?
My pardons, you looked like someone who might have some interest in my product. Actually, you'd be surprised at the variety of people who fit that profile.
Are you Zagena?
No, and I would rather you did not suggest such a thing. He is a business associate, not one I enjoy dealing with either.
Talk about him.
No. Anyone else? This would not be an issue, but him? No, I'm sorry, you're going to have to ask somebody else.
You know what's funny? If there was me, I would be so tempted to just pay him to figure out what he's trying to sell me. Is it a girl? Is it some cocaine? Tell me where Zagena is.
I think I've made it clear that I'm not about to give out that information. Perhaps, if I knew your reasons...
Somebody I know wants to meet him.
Can you elaborate?
She wants to kill him?
Yes, that's what I wanted to hear. If that's your goal, I'd be willing to help arrange a meeting with him.
Where?
I was supposed to meet him at the fish market tonight. You go in my place, but if you do, I hope your intentions are serious. He is also a very serious man.
Fish market. Got it. You know, the fact that we can't make him talk with our vampiric powers should have been a dead giveaway. Like, very obvious, that guy's not human. And our person was like, yeah, fine.
Hey, Andrea.
Dominic just gets brushed off sometimes. It happens.
No, he is not.
Ah, welcome, my friend. I owe you a debt of gratitude. You have returned to me my greatest treasure. Kiki told me how you rescued her. You are a woman of great...
I have to assume that we're not actually putting in the effort to breathe, so we don't know. Because otherwise, yeah, we should have noticed. Did you ever find out why Tong took her?
No, I have not been able to find out why they took Kiki. But I fear that it goes much deeper than the tongue.
What do you mean?
For a long time, I have been trying to clean up Canada. It was a difficult
Sorry.
job, but the community came together, and we started...
I choked on my own chewing gum.
Like the tongue. Businesses reopened. Families moved back into their homes.
And what happened? The Tong looks stronger than ever.
Yes. I thought that the Tong were almost gone, but then something happened. Their numbers began to grow, and suddenly they had a lot of money to buy weapons. With them followed the drugs and the violence. It is almost worse now than before.
Who's bankrolling them?
I do not know, but there is a change in the air. I meditate, but my spirit is restless. The words of the I Ching are dark and unclear. Everything seemed to change as soon as...
As soon as what?
I am sorry. I have said too much.
Come on, you can trust me.
Well, things seemed to change as soon as Ming Xiao arrived and reopened the Temple of Golden Virtue. That was 3 years ago. I do not mean to insinuate that she has anything to do with the resurgence of the Tong. The two events merely seem to coincide.
Uh-huh. You're getting played like a bad game of Chinese checkers.
No, I will hear no more of it. Ming Xiao has been my trusted advisor ever since she arrived. I trust her completely.
Well, let's just talk about the information that I need from you. You know, the good news is that if you go with any of the endings that require you to kill Ming Xiao, she's not gonna exist afterwards anyway, so his problem will be settled.
Of course. What can I help you with?
I'm looking for someone who's gone missing in Chinatown.
Who is this person?
His name is Barbas. He's a business associate.
What else can you tell me about him?
He's in surveillance technology. He's a computer geek.
I see. I do not think I could find him for you, but I know someone who could.
Yahoo!
His name is Zhao.
Yahoo!
He is the man who called me and told me where Kiki was being held. Zhao has many connections. He owns an import-export warehouse in Chinatown. Go and see him there. I will call ahead and tell him to expect you.
Well, thanks, Mongo. I appreciate it. Oh, god damn it, stupid ninja. Again? Come on, my bros. Ah, it's not ninjas this time, it's people with guns, goddammit. Actually, if I remember this thing... I'm immune to bullets pretty much as a snack. Don't ask how that makes sense. Sorry, dude, you saw nothing. I know that seeing a giant cobra in your room must be surprising. But honestly, it's not that bad. Thank you.
Hey, hold it.
Who's asking me to hold it? Is it him? I think it might be him. Bye. Thank you for donation. I'll make sure to not come again if I can. He might need some blood up there. Just don't ask why. Maybe offer him a cookie and some orange juice or something. It's gonna be fine. I mean, the mental scarring of seeing someone just transform into a snack should have been a bigger deal anyway. Now, I want to just see what does the last one do. Okay, so I can breathe the sandstorm. I'm gonna take that, though, because it doesn't affect bosses. That's severely gimped. Okay, that's not a door. Oh, it is! But also it isn't. Because doors sometimes just work like that. Just to say not at all. Hi.
Demon.
About the fish man.
Where?
Fish market.
You want to kill Hengeyokai with me? Why?
Fun.
If you trick me, I kill you after Hengeyokai. Is this fair for you?
Yes.
Fish market that you can see you there, demon.
Bye. When a lot of people are like, hey, why do you want to help me? And it's like, XP?
my key?
Lou offered me 20% if I kill you.
What? You a liar! You bring him key. He goes senile. Say, what deal? I don't know deal. You not trust Lou. You and Ja your friend.
I mean, 20% is an awful lot of money.
Wait. I give you 30%. You take care of Lou, I give you more money. God, I hate Lou.
Oh, that sounds good. Goodbye. Even Ja! You no trust Lou. My dude never wants to talk to me in the bathroom, and also this is soaked in blood and I'm kinda concerned.
Hello there again, lady. You find key I was looking for?
Sorry, but Jivan Ja is offering me a 30% cut for your key.
30%? You think Jiwan Ja can afford to pay 30%? He need money for child bait. Got to buy the comic book and the video game. Ask him about nephew in bathroom, huh? Do world favor. Kill Jiwan Ja. I give you 40%.
Used to be friends. You have so much in common.
None of that matter. Too many years between Lu Fang and Jiwan Ja now.
Surely there's something other than hate between the two of you.
Maybe so. Lu Fang not know. How you can trust man? For so long he want to kill Lu Fang. Now different, huh? No. Lu Fang not think so.
You want him dead too. Fair is fair.
Maybe so. But you think Lu Fang want dead more people? I get away from. Retire. No more.
So make peace.
You like lady. Very honorable. Lu Fang want friend and not more blood. I make good or bad blood from all the years. Jiwenja, welcome to Lu Fang. I want friend.
Oh, you want friend.
Thank you. I hope next time you see Lu Fang, Jiwenja there with friend too.
He offered me 40% and then I told them to make up. So now I have to go to the other dude and be like, hey, I have a friend for you. We can like sit around and talk about the old people things. Like how TV was better back in the day.
Where my key?
You should put your past behind you and trust each other. Why are you fighting?
If I open treasure with Lou, Lou kill me cause he's sneaky. What I do? Trust Lou? Ha! That like trusting booze with Lou. You know he going to drink it, so don't give him opportunity.
Aw, you watching out for your friend. Aren't you two too old to kill each other? You never get away with it.
Maybe, but Lou crazy. He wants to kill Puppy cause they bark all night and keep him up. You want me to trust Puppy Marua?
When is the last time you talked to Lou?
2 weeks ago I said, hey Lou, stick this up your ass, and I gave him finger. Otherwise I haven't talked to him in 25 years.
Maybe if you talked with him, you would realize he wasn't gonna kill you.
Maybe, but...
And you could split the money. You both need the money more than jail.
Alright, I will talk with Lou. Maybe we can work this out. But if he try anything funny, big Lou stain all over Red Dragon.
Friends! Well, look, when sometimes butts deflate over time, you just can't, you have to account for that. Die, humanity! See, I made buddy buddies happen. Buddy buddies! I have some... Wrong place. I need to do some big buildings and then come back. That's all I remember about them. Because the dude just like kind of tells me about where do I need to find the criminals in one of the massive buildings, and then there's also the fish market with the fish man. But I am trying to remember how to get there.
I will go to kill Lou. Then I said I love Lou. Everything better between G and Lou. Everything fine.
Everything fine. That's good when everything's fine. And that was lovely once again. Yay, fish market! I'm happy that I don't need to talk to her and tell her to go in. What's so funny, asshole?
You're both here, my hunter and my target. This is very convenient.
So I like chewing gum. But I have a tooth that I can practically completely take off. Because it's 90% filling. And my next dentist appointment is in April. So I'm just like, I should keep it. Yeah, but she has creepy eyes. Who wants that as a companion? I am also wondering who the hell hired this dude to kill me. Well, convenient isn't the word I would use.
Surprise.
Was LaCroix like, you random fish demon? Go after... Go after that person that I sent to Chinatown. I also like the idea that, excuse me, come on, shoot him. That if I wasn't doing the side quest, he would have never found me, which means that he's just not very good. I mean, my gargoyle is good with fists in melee. It's just that I haven't been carrying my gargoyle around in favor of being able to sneak. I will re-equip him for endgame missions, but I didn't feel the need right now. Can you, like, actually be better at shooting? I'm kinda tired tanking. Yeah, but he said target. Oh, as in he wasn't hired, he just wanted some... Fair enough. I suppose the dude would have apparently gone hungry if I'd never talked to him. I just always imagined he was like hired like a hitman. The heck was that? It's like something exploded. I'm sorry, my dude. I'm just gonna investigate the scenery while I'm still here. I hope you don't mind. Like, there is some money over here. Don't know why you would just keep some money in the fish. Oh shit, you're dying. You are dying fast, girl. Shoot it! Come on! Like, I brought him down mostly, and she was like,
My revenge is complete.
fuck doing anything.
Demon.
Wanna join?
If you are to fight ghost people, I will fight with you.
I don't know what ghost people mean.
Wakarimashita. Nani?
I like that I can drink from you. Can you just... I would like to store you in my storage room. Thank you. I wonder if Ming Zhao was just like, kill random vampires in my domain. Because I doubt that she was all like, that one's important. She wouldn't have a reason to think that I'm important at this point. I'm storing so many people in my haven. I wonder how my red-haired chick is feeling. And she's like, I will serve you, master, forever and ever. And I'm like, cool, thanks. Here's a Japanese child that I just picked up. Well, I'm pretty sure that she's Chinese, but her eyes are freaky. She lives here now. Hope we're okay. Don't think that there's any items in here outside of when they open and come out. Because then you can steal their money. Well, not their money. Their money stays in pockets because they don't loot corpses, apparently. No. Instead, you can steal their arms.
Wang Ho called. You're looking for someone.
Ah, so you answered. Yu Zhao?
I don't know where your friend is, but I know the Tong are involved. The leader of the Tong, Johnny, he'll know where they are.
Slowly and sideways by carrying it, probably. And where do I find Johnny?
Johnny's at Glaze. It's his club. You'll need a password to enter. The password is 725. There will be Tong everywhere. Johnny's office is upstairs.
I do wonder if you can skip a good part of Chinatown by using that and just going straight there. Why are you helping me?
I am a man of my word, and I owe the debt to Wang Ho. By paying that debt, I have made an enemy of the Tong, who I once belonged to.
Well, thank you for your help.
You should leave now.
We know it was you.
Well, the entertainment just arrived. Excuse me, I'm gonna throw in the save, and I'm gonna need that. This guy is just like holding a little knife. Like, Friggin' idiot. Ooh, car stereo. Pile up. They're really too focused on that dude. Like, they're like, we have a target and we must kill. And it's like, look, if somebody's like killing you while you're trying to kill someone else, the person like attacking you with a katana is probably more important.
If you want to find your friend, I suggest you hurry.
Is there anything interesting up there? I don't think that there is. But this exists. I need to know why. I think that was a weapon. So there was a bullet in there. Good to know. Now, I just have a club of people to slaughter. Totally cool. Completely fine. Thankfully, I'm really OP this time around. So it's not that bad. Where is this? This is not the club, I think. Is this Lotus's back entrance? Where am I? Yeah, it is! Oh, that's the dude that I fed blood to! This is hanging out. Mr. Magic Man with different eyes that wants to buy some souls kind of wanted me to, you know, murder, but I didn't, so he was disappointed. Is there any other entrance to that place? There is. Because, if I remember correctly, I can just bypass the guard. Sometimes forget that that's an option. That door stays closed. Hello! You're about to be instructed to kill me, and that won't go very well.
You know where you are? You wanna die?
Well, take it easy!
What the fuck do you want? Huh? Who are you?
You kidnapped someone and I want them back.
How'd you know about that? Who are you? Answer me!
I'm going to ask you one more time.
Don't tell it a thing, Johnny. Shoot it.
You told me that guy was a nobody. Just what the hell did you get us involved in?
Shoot it. You'll find out.
I like the fact that he has control of the monitor.
That's exactly it, Johnny.
You shot me in the shoulder, my dude.
Difficult to kill something that's already dead.
Who dies in here like that?
It's not worth the best. The bullet entered cleanly through the lower abdomen.
That did not look like my lower abdomen. You sure you don't need some glasses? Don't listen to him, Johnny. I'm wearing a vest.
Normally, a bullet of that caliber would likely ricochet and tear up the small intestine. But as you can see, it exited cleanly through the back with little external bleeding. The reason being, its internal organs have atrophied.
Who's that on the TV?
Dispose of Johnny, and we'll discuss the matter of your missing comrade.
Your death. Excuse me, but I wanted a snack. I wasn't just gonna waste it. I do appreciate the soundtrack to me eating you, though. That's a nice touch. Wish more places would provide me with a soundtrack for eating people.
You had to kill him, didn't you? It's part of your code of survival, covering your tracks, so to speak. And before you attempt to deceive me, you should know I'm monitoring your heat signature. It's ruined.
God damn it, I should remember to breathe before entering establishments. Because that's the funny, they can't pretend to be alive, but apparently my character never does. Who are you?
I also must protect my true identity. You may refer to me as the Mandarin.
That you either are really into fruit or you like being racist against yourself.
Come to the full syndicate building. We will discuss terms of release.
I'm coming. That sounds really threatening for some reason. Excuse me. Oh, okay, you're here. I suppose you're not very aware of where I am right now. Bless these doors. Forgive me, my door, for you have been blessed. God damn it, I melted yet another ninja. Excuse me, guys, going home. Bye. I'm barely alive, but I did not want to deal with that. Hey, at least dead ninjas disintegrate, so none of them need to think about it. I don't know, the man was trying to be very, very sneaky. He was like, sneaky, 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 sneaky. It's like I'm being a ninja. Look at my ninjaing skills.
So glad you finally decided to show up. If you want to meet your comrade, walk through those doors.
I will walk through these doors.
Subject will not enter the next area. This may be due to a theoretical sixth sense, or perhaps deceit of your fray. Are you stubborn by nature or instinct?
What is this place?
Subject is cooperative. This may be a sign of its condition, or a residual personality.
A residual personality defect? No.
Subject refuses to move to the next chamber. I assure you, your comrade is still alive. If you want him released, you will do as I say.
No.
Step through the doors.
No.
Subject refuses to move to the next chamber, I assure you. Step through the...
It's annoying because I have to go through it regardless.
You are a rather resourceful individual. This should make you a most intriguing specimen. You and your kind may play mortals for weaklings and fools, and that may be fitting for some. But you underestimate me.
Nah, it's pretty fitting for you, mate.
Subject is female. Appearance suggests early to late 20s. True age, unknown.
You know, when anybody estimates age, I always think that people might estimate me older than I am.
Heartbeat, no body heat. Test chamber
It's such insecurity.
7% carbon monoxide. Normal respiration cannot take place. Subject is by all definition clinically dead.
Good.
Hello in there.
Death.
I'm going to
Good.
run some tests on you. I'm interested in how you work, but only because it's my task to find the most efficient way to kill your kind. Please, give me everything you've got. Begin the experiment. Test chamber
Oh,
has been
no.
filled with ultraviolet light, releasing
Lights.
moderate UV radiation. Does
My
that
only
burn it
weakness. Very much illuminated right now. Whatever shall I do?
No sign of pain or even physical discomfort. Shut down the lights. Conclusion: UV radiation does not produce the desired effect. Please move on to the next chamber. If you cooperate, your kind is resourceful. Your survival instinct borders on animalistic. I'm curious about your capabilities. Let us...
I now need a gun. Any gun will do.
The walls are reinforced concrete, 7 feet thick. There is no other exit. Believe me, it is my design. Only the most simple. You've shown great resilience so far. Let's see how you do against some live targets. Proceed
Ah, yes. Where's my trusty sword?
to the next room. Sometimes myths are constructed around legitimate observations. Let us find out if there's any truth in an old superstition. Initiate Van Helsing experiment.
You know, it's funny because it would work if he genuinely believed it.
No, this Van Helsing hypothesis tests false.
But they probably just put a mister that's not even Christian in a hazard suit with a cross.
Proceed, Commander. The men are veteran prisoners. The weapon modification. Suggest
God damn it! Stupid cinder blocks!
the men are veteran mercenaries.
Stop right there.
The weapon modification. Find incendiary. Promise. Suggest what is it doing?
Yes. Got a cinder block out. There we go. If I remember La Sombra, I just kind of floated up here. Fortunately, I can't do that here. Okay, if possible, I would not like to have to waste my blood again. Oh, blood bag! blocking off things with the cinder blocks was probably the smartest thing that he has ever done, because I can't climb and clear away the cinder blocks at the same time.
You're turning out to be a very useful guinea pig.
My character just doesn't know how to use hands that well.
You continue to endure even though it's my instruction to incapacitate you. This calls for a more drastic approach. Continue to the next room.
Go ahead.
I'm very enthusiastic about many regimes use electricity.
I need a good gun for this.
Torture information out of their captives. It would be useful if supplies to your kind as well. Or would the voltage have results similar to higher? Let's find out. You have demonstrated considerable mental and physical acumen. And I'm quite perplexed how something that should be dead can display such strong survival skills.
Hey, just because I'm dead doesn't mean that I don't want to stay dead.
Let's begin the final test.
I enjoy my death. I don't want to be in forever box too. I like my forever boxes occasionally.
Distinguishes one more time. I've already determined fire is a weakness of your kind. I would like to know more about the psychological effect it has on you, and how it may be exploited.
Yes. So, if I'm a snake... God damn it! I wasn't that immune to it. If I'm a snake, I'm almost completely immune to firepower. Almost completely. I can also just shoot one of them from here. No! I hate being impatient, but it's so annoying because they're just not gonna... They don't die. Evil people. I just want to murder. That's all I'm asking for. Just a little bit of murder, okay? Not a lot. Okay, out of two of us, I am capable of more consistent shooting with that guy. Jesus, that weapon! Whatever you have, I ain't gonna lie, I kinda want. It's very powerful, especially against not living things. Okay, everybody's down. I can't come out now. Excuse us, I'm about to run out of bullets for this one, so you can just have it. Thank you. Yep, unfortunately you just explode. He outright just comes out. My bro got a lot of guts. Yeah, explodey time. Little bum on wheels, I don't like it. Hi. Excuse me, I don't know what you were doing here, but that was probably the dumbest choice in your life that you could have ever made, because you were like, why was there an explosion over there? And then you just walked out and got eaten to death. Didn't even get to have your nice monologue about how you're afraid of your boss more than you're afraid of me. Yeah, show me all the places, why don't you? I am on an exploration spree, after all. These feel like the most pointless things ever. Like, there should be something here, but there isn't. No. This is a... Oh god, I've antitribu mod playthrough number 2 at the moment. I've played this game ever since I've been a kid. Many, many, many times. See, there's some nice things over there. Okay, so I can't just smash the door. Don't really... Oh, elder blood things. That's cool. I think that was, yep, just human flesh. I don't eat those, so... Not very useful. I don't tend to use grenades all that often, or weapons for that matter. I do, but... Like that hooker blowing off a guy. Who even... Where's that even coming from? Excuse me? Who's there? Who's left to shoot? Oh, hi guy. God damn it. I can just shoot at you, but I would like to get to a distance where I can get to you with a sword. Okay, that is a bullet wound. But it is very inconvenient to try and do parkour when somebody's open firing at you. I wish you were more considerate. Fuck it, I'm just gonna use a weapon. Oh, if you hit him, he disappears. Because he's Mr. Magic Man. But then again, at the last mission of his, he does ask you to, you know, in case you know that anyone that might want to sell their soul. So, yeah, Mr. Ox is a regular guy. Thank you for falling to your death. I will take that. I mean, very obviously, he is not.
To get you too.
Precisely.
I've got no excuse. And Nosferatu getting caught by a bunch of humans. This is a new low.
You have such a nice head shape. It's like an egg. Well, Gary sent me to come and get you. Let's get out of here.
Wait, we can't go yet. There are servers here. We need to hack in and delete all of their research.
I mean, it's only eyes of different colors. Malkavians have eyes of different colors too, at least some of them do. Okay, I can go and crack the computers.
Check the computers. Anything on Kindred needs to get wiped. Anyone interferes, you leave them to me.
I don't remember his head model, but it's so...
Feel like revenge.
It's tall and symmetrical. Okay, let's go. Also, maybe get a counselor, you know, take care of your anger issues. What, do you think he hides something inside his head? I do remember there being a type of alien that was egg-shaped. It's not a card. There we go. Well, it is his brains that are there, but does he need that much brain? That's about to explode. That's not good. You good? You good. We're good. I know! It's like, can I pat your round head? Door control. Freedom! That's very fitting. Opened.
Let's go.
I like it when my computer tells me that it has done the thing that I asked it to do. It has opened, like sesame. If I remember, there's nothing actually good behind there. But I can get lockpicking to 10 pretty easily, especially considering that the self-blood buff is just permanently damaged on my character, so, you know. Elimination! What is the current status of the project? A new subject was delivered to you last week. If I do not see results by the end of this month, you understand the consequences. Did you just keep Barabbas and did nothing with him? Article 2, the elimination of Wong Ho is imminent. Kiki, his daughter, will also be liquidated as per Article 2A. Oh! Liquidated, you say? Oh shit! I didn't know that you can actually warn him. That's pretty interesting. Fair! We're gonna just drop by and be like, hi somebody, you're gonna be killed. Species X data. Couldn't you have made this even more obvious? Couldn't you just say vampires? Repurgione, please. Door code.
Freeze.
Oh yeah! God damn it! What was the code? No, don't do that. Excuse me? I'm trying to use a computer here. 7337.
That was the last of them. Let's get out of here.
Okay, you should contact Gary right away.
And thanks.
You're welcome, buddy. You deal with it. There's like a lot of guys there. I don't want to deal with it. You just do it. Continue doing it. You're doing very good. Absolutely amazing, my buddy pal. I'm very proud of you. There we go. Hate how elevators are just people boxes and I can't actually use them to go anywhere, because that would be fun. I don't know, he has obfuscate. You would think that capturing an invisible vampire would be one of the hardest vampires to catch. Maybe like somebody would pretend to be a hooker or something and he was like, oh my god, somebody's actually interested in me?
Prince Albert in the can?
Well, better let him go, boss. You done real well bringing our boy back home. I got your info, hero.
Gary, do you do voices in your free time, or do you just have weird recordings in your house? Yes?
Same information I gave your prince, I also traded to the Giovanni for a bit of juicy. You both had an equal opportunity to take it. They just had a bit more initiative.
I know the Giovanni. Now tell me where they are, and I won't mention this entire bloody mess of the prince.
Oh, I wouldn't want that, boss. What's he going to do? Comb the underworld with his raggedy foot soldiers? He needs me as an ally more than
I'm not forgetting Wong Ho. I have other things to visit as well, like Barabbas to give him his CD back. I know about Giovanni.
Oh, you're going to love this. They've got skeletons in their closet. Literally. I should have played the Catskills. Incest, organized crime, death cults. That's the Giovanni. Spaghetti and corpses, boss.
Don't know why, but I really wouldn't mind some spaghetti right now, so that does sound very tasty. Tell me a secret.
The Inkaran sarcophagus isn't the only occult item they're hoarding. I hear they've got a collection that'd make Aleister Crowley come back from the dead. That is, assuming he isn't already sitting on a shelf somewhere over there.
Tell me where to find him.
I'll tell you. And if you're foolish enough to go there, well, don't say I didn't warn you, boss. They have a mansion in the city. I'll draw you a map. They're having a reunion. Anyone who isn't a Giovanni shouldn't...
Are you drawing me a map over the phone, or what? Well, looks like that's where I'm headed.
You get 'em, boss. You give 'em one for Gary. If you should survive and ever need any information, come back.
He's just drawing it inside my head, behind my eyes. I'll remember that. Goodbye. I don't know why people are so obsessed with, like, famous magician corpses. I do imagine the Giovannis could just, like, have a famous magician corpse just kind of sitting on their shelf, but at the same time, why would you? It would be like, hey, here's a skeleton of a famous person. It looks exactly the same as any other skeleton. Oh yeah. You in the toilet. How many times do you pee? You done yet? You done yet? He pees every like 15 minutes. He has no bladder. Why doesn't he just...
Reunited and good is how it feels. Reunited and Lu Fang understand.
See? The dude's just finished the piss and he's back to taking a piss. Why doesn't he just drink on the toilet? Save some time.
Yes. How can I help you?
I found out who was bankrolling the Tong.
Really? Who was he?
He was running some sort of secret science lab conducting experiments.
Experiments? What kind of experiments?
Kind you don't get money for if you participate.
I see. Where is he now?
I killed him, and I have proof that he was working with Ming Zhao.
What? How can that be? Ming Zhao would never involve herself in
I did see. Did I print off the emails? Believe it. You were next on their list.
I consider you a friend, and I trust your counsel. Perhaps I will think on this matter for a little while. Maybe I will speak with Ming Zhao about it.
Trust me, Wong Ho. You don't want to do that. Get out of town now.
I believe you. perhaps I will close the restaurant, get Kiki, and go away for a while. Thank you, my friend. I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. May the gods be with you, whatever path you decide to take.
Well, I appreciate it. You take care of yourself. Hey, we saved the good man. He has been rescued. Woo. Tiny little woo. Woo. Woo for rescue. Now, I need to visit Barbas and give him a CD. I'm pretty sure I did that last time. But he was kind of scared of me because I was a snake. It's okay. Somebody's gonna smack enough sense of her one day and then she'll grow up. Alternatively, she'll die, and that's fine too.
Hop in.
Yay! I like hopping in. It's like being there, like we're going on a road trip. I don't actually know if you can return the CD to Barabbas. I think you can. I mean, his name is on the CD. It must be his. Should be able to just give back. Presumably, if we can load into Santa Monica. Come on, Monica, you can do it. Yeah, it was Bertram Tongue. God damn it, I keep on mixing up the Nosferatus. Anyway, the one that lives here. Their names both start with B. That doesn't seem very good. I think my game's breaking again. That's okay. Yep, my game's definitely breaking again.
What do you need? Like what?
I literally have CD with his name on it, and I can't give it to him.
What do you need? I'm loyal to... Ahead. Probably getting revenge on everyone who made fun of him in high school. What am I gonna say? What do you need?
You're really not gonna take your CD, man. God damn it. What a picky guy. I should visit the cemetery and tell Imalia that the thing's done.
Going somewhere?
Yes. Perhaps. There's never a quest for it, that's the thing. I just found the CD. And I just assumed that, you know, maybe he would like it. But apparently no, he would not. Which is sad. Sad bunny. And hey, we did a good thing and we saved the man and didn't even know you can, like, warn him and shit. Yeah, but currently all the dialogue is like, tell me about things. Oh, fair enough. That does explain quite a bit. But I still can get the CD. Should be less racist and just accept it. I'm just trying to give the bro a hand. What? What am I colliding with? Which one is the best girl? swear I should be able to enter the cemetery. Well, she is with me. She will be probably still, how's it called? She will be killed by the Hollowbrook people. There we go. Huh? Okay. We made it! It did not get stuck in a black screen. Yeah, but this mod kind of makes them impossible to move and kind of makes them just not have hitboxes. Well, I mean, you can just carry her around with you. You know, it's funny. The last run, I just did not take her, did not save her at all, like... Or rather, I saved her, but I turned her away. And she was still in the Hollowbrook hotel just getting murdered. Like, this time, my character really should not have given a shit. So that just fell through. Yes, that's the secret door. I mean, you can always just go through the sewers again. I just really don't wanna, because the sewers lead out of the sewers multiple times, so presumably you can probably lead yourself back in. It's just not very convenient. Find it quite interesting how it's... Hello, Rofi. How it's just... Mitnick, there we go. I forgot his name too. And Emalia that are staying around in Visibru and everybody else is in Visibru. Tall dry session. Supermodel cotton threesome with boyfriend lump. What? Ugh!
Did you see the papers? She killed herself. Can you believe it? After the story hit
I
the
mean...
village, she swallowed half a bottle of Valium and washed it down.
I would too if I fucked a llama. I tried to make it thorough. Now hand over the cash.
Here, you definitely earned it.
I don't know. I mean, either that or she had to do a strap on for the llama. Thanks, see ya. I don't feel bad. I mean, I read that. I mean, probably by making the llama take the stairs. Aw, Mitnick's not home. They filmed, they did like a picture where the llama's like behind her, so I think the llama took her from behind. In case you wanted to mentally scar yourself. Maybe it's normal for her to receive deliveries of llamas from time to time, you don't know. Don't you receive a couple llamas here and there? Like maybe just see people just see llamas coming into her room all the time. As you do. I mean, you can find worse things on the internet, but that's still not an image that I wanted to think about. And then they just printed it in the papers as well, like, we caught this actress doing a llama. Here's a picture. Well, I mean, no animal can give consent, so no matter llama was the giver or the taker, that's a given.
I knew you'd be back. Couldn't stop thinking about me, could you?
I need something from you this time.
I like where this is going. What's on your mind?
Dessert. Do you have enough blood? You have a little. I don't really want you dead, dude. That's good enough. I already robbed you. It's all good. Do I have anything else on my quest log? Jihad from beginners for some reason just gets stuck and never gets completed. The web of blood I can't do because I made a gargoyle with it. That's it! I did all the side questy poos! All the side questy poos. Now let's not get stuck in the wall! Do I want to level anything specific? Presumably I can still load into Hollywood. Presumably. Come on, game. You can do it. You can do it. No, you didn't do it. Asshole. I'm hearing trucks outside. I do have a thing that I'm waiting on. But it doesn't say anything outside of by 9 PM, so it's not here yet. Anyway, we can reload somewhere. I saved at some point. I think I saved after I bit him. No? I did not? That's weird. I thought I did. I swear I did. I did not. Come on, that's not very fair. Let's not get stuck in doorways. I think I won't touch him this time because the dudes will lack blood soon. Well, Rofi, I'm gonna be playing it soon. So I wanna finish Bloodlines! Woo!
Here.
And afterwards I'll go back to Bloodlines for like one more run because I promised 3 this year. This is only my second one. There is a website to check if a streamer has played that wizard game. And I kind of really want to be on that list. And I heard that the game is like grindy at points, and that it forces you to do side things that people aren't like super into, that the story's kind of weak. But also it looks nice. And I heard that the gameplay's like pretty alright, and a lot of people are just like enjoying running around the place. So I was like, I want to run around Hogwarts. That sounds like it's a fun thing to do. Interestingly enough, they even like squashed a trans character into like 1800s, even though none of those people look like they're in 1800s. Like, they didn't do a very good job at not dressing everybody in jeans. But who cares? Except that the target audience for that character... Like, the target audience for that specific character, they're gonna hate you! So I don't understand what was the point of that. And it's even worse. They're saying that they're hating on people by coding in Aryan because the bartender's name is Ryan. Ugh. Twitter's a wild place. Mostly only terminally online people live there. So, they literally don't matter. Can I eat anybody? Is anyone food? Need to eat somebody, but you guys are just squashing in together. Making just a people pile, which is very inconvenient. Hollywood is just so populated. I've never been. That sounds like a very interesting experience. Is it because everyone's like waiting on a taxi to go home?
Where to?
Just drive is a very good direction that I just gave. Just drive, buddy. Just drive. We'll get somewhere eventually. Anyway, I still need to do a bit of work today, so I'm just gonna stop right here. I absolutely do want to stream around still like once more this week, because now I'm in like ending missions, and I always say that I can do them in one stream. Probably gonna do them in two, but you know, I always say that I'm gonna do them in one stream, so there's that. That's really weird. Probably fun. I'm not surprised that vampire games are set in America now. And after we're done... That's a very weird place for a fountain, but okay, I suppose it looks nice when you turn it on. And after we're done with endgame missions, I have Harry Potter to play, but my version doesn't really unlock until Friday anyway, so I'm not in a rush. I'm good. I'm very chill. So, thank you all for coming. And see you next time. Toodaloo!